Byron, I see on your website coaching also. Who are you coaching? Salespeople, customer service people? Who?
You know, the saddest thing that companies where they make mistakes, and I understand, training's a liability. I mean, you're not making money from training, quote, officially, because you're spending a lot of money bringing in someone to train your people. You're taking them out of the field. But so many companies, and I hate to tell you this, so many managers, they got promoted because they were good at it. But that doesn't mean they're good coaches. And when you're doing something, I had a representative one time, probably one of the top producing representatives I ever had. Yes, I trained him at one time, and then later on, he and I worked together. And yes, he was very impressive. But you couldn't teach what he did. He was very organized. He was very methodical. He was extremely good at what he did, and he had a personality. People just didn't question him. He told them what to do, and they did it, and he made a lot of money. The problem is you promote somebody like that, and they can't teach some of those skills. So what happens is when you go out and you spend all this money on coaching, and you teach this process, and now your managers can't coach to it. There's a special way, because you're getting people that have been doing something a certain way for a long time, and all of a sudden this outsiders come in and taught something new. So you're going to get the resistance from the representative. And if the coaches can't coach the skills, if they can't demonstrate it, it's kind of like once you've gone through a training and the first thing you do is go out on a sales call. You ask one question and the customer shuts you down, and it's probably worded wrong, but you blame the sales training because you're trying everything you can not to do it. Well, if your coach can't coach the skills, that's a problem. So what we do is we coach the coaches on how to coach the process. We make sure that they know it. I've made the mistake more than once, won't do it again, of putting a manager in the training with the sales rep. And what happens is there's always an ego. Somebody's trying to outdo the other. And I'm going to be candid with you. I've been doing this a long time. I've never had anybody take me down in front of a training, and I'm not going to let someone do it because they're looking to me as the expert. I don't position myself as a trainer that you can't question. I position it, you can question me on anything, and that makes me get better. But through those years, I've honed the skills. It's hard for you to take me down because I ask simple questions, I get good answers. So as a coach, you've got to know the process backwards and forward. You've got to be thinking strategically while getting the verbiage to come out of your mouth that gets the answers that you need to reach the strategy that you set. And when you're working with that representative, they don't always see what you should see. So you've got to help them. So with the coach, what I'm talking about there is I help the coach coach the reps. Me, myself, I hate coaching representatives directly because of the skills that have been honed so highly. They're very high. So when I'm coaching a representative, it can be overwhelming how quickly I come up with answers. Whereas if they've got a coach that's slow, more methodical, that works with them every day, they're going to be more conscientious of that person, whereas I don't know that person. So I want the coach to be the coach, not me. Even though I can do it, I prefer a coach be the coach. So that's what I mean by coaching.